Welcome to my channel. If we haven't met before, I'm Kari Greger.
How you doing?
I'm so glad you're here. Today, I'm making plant-based luau meat. It's a vegetarian pulled pork recipe. Let's get into it. I'm going to use the plant-based chicken nuggets that we made in a previous video. You'll find the link in the information card above or in the description below to that recipe. This is chicken instead of pork, but it will work wonderfully well, and this is all vegan. So I'm going to measure out 1 pound of the nuggets. Every kitchen should have a handy dandy scale. Take the frozen plant-based chicken nuggets and put them into a small crock pot. Next, we're going to add in half a teaspoon of salt, a bay leaf, 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground mustard, and 2 teaspoons of vegan chicken bouillon powder. Also, 1 teaspoon of sugar. The salt and sugar are optional. Next, we're adding in 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke, a 1/4 cup of tequila. It adds a wonderful flavor. The alcohol all cooks off, but the flavor is invaluable. 1 tablespoon of lime juice, 2 teaspoons of white vinegar. I've got 2 teaspoons of frozen orange juice concentrate, which defrosted while I was taking time to film this. I have 1/3 of a cup of diced onion and 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Now, just stir this all to combine. The plant-based chicken is still frozen, so I'm kind of separating that so it'll defrost a little faster. Then we just let it sit for an hour or more until the chicken gets defrosted. And here's what it looks like when it's bubbling and cooking, and it smells so wonderful. It's so great. Like I said in the plant-based beef barbacoa recipe, check on the slow cooker often. Since I'm using the plant-based chicken that we made in a previous video for the pork, I don't want to let it sit for hours and hours. This chickpea and wheat meat is not like animal protein. If it gets too much moisture in there, it'll break down. So not too much liquid or it becomes mushy. It's not like animal meat that has to cook for hours and hours and hours to tenderize and cook through. This is already tender and it's already cooked. The object of slow cooking is just to heat it through and thoroughly with the seasonings all mixed in. And when it comes to the seasoning, you choose the amount, because when you make it yourself, you are in total control of the fat, salt, and sugar. Is that good information? Give me a thumbs up below, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when another recipe is posted. Once you let it go for an hour or two and it is defrosted, then I'm just going to get in here with a couple of forks and shred up that plant-based meat. Just let it go on the slow cooker setting for another half hour or so until all of the flavoring and seasoning is absorbed.
Well, I'm a kissing cousin to the ripe pineapple.
This is my husband, David. I made the mistake of not hooking up the microphone correctly, and it was full of static. The only thing that survived was this.
How you doing?
We love to cook together. He's going to show us how to use this tool to core a pineapple. It's great to slice up the pineapple and core it at the same time. Pulls it out just wonderfully. We're going to take this pineapple and put it on the grill so that it gets that sweet caramelized
flavor. So you just put the slices on a very hot grill, flip them once or twice, and you get that caramelized grill marks on there. And it makes a wonderful addition to our luau pork. Wonderful, wonderful vegan, plant-based sandwiches. And let's have our luau.
Let's see how it turned out. I'm just going to taste a little bit without the bun. That'll give me an idea of how this worked. So tender, can cut it with the side of a fork. That sweet, fruity flavor with the meat and the onions and the garlic. Transported to Hawaii. We're having a luau tonight, even though it's raining. Thundering and raining outside. This is so very good. I used to make this with animal pork. You know, take a pork loin roast and put it in there with all of this sort of thing. The only thing I think I still need to adjust, I had taken it from the animal recipe, poured it over, made it all plant-based, you know, cut down on the amount of liquid in there so it's not mushy. This is a little bit extra mushy compared to the plant-based beef barbacoa. And I kind of think it's because of the vinegar. We put some vinegar in this. I don't think it needs it. I think that we're still getting nice sharpness from the onions and the garlic. I don't think we need to have the vinegar, so I'm thinking about taking that out because the plant-based beef barbacoa didn't have even this slight mushiness to it. It was very firm. But this is very good, and we are going to have a luau night in the rain here with our grilled pineapple. I'm glad that we got the pineapple grilled before it clouded over.
No!
If you got some good information from this video, please give me a thumbs up below. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think of this plant-based pulled pork. And next video is going to be yogurt. Plant-based yogurt with homemade starter. I'll teach you how to portion off some starter and freeze it so that you can make your plant-based yogurt anytime you want to from starter from your freezer. It's a little secret. So if you want to be notified when that video is posted, click the little bell below and the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment. Don't forget that.